And for more on this, we turn to Deutsche Welle's Cassandra Sundt, who's joining us from Berlin. Cassandra, what are the stakes here?
Well, thanks for having me. And I should say that the stakes are incredibly high for all sides. And let's not forget that the global plastics industry is worth hundreds of billions of dollars, and that global plastic consumption is set to triple by 2060, at least according to OECD projections on the current situation. So the UN is even projecting that in the next 15 years, the amount of plastic waste in soils and waterways is expected to surge by 50%. Meanwhile, less than 10% of plastic is actually recycled. So take that in combination, this increasing plastic production and more plastic waste. And now keep in mind as well that plastics, when they break down, think of like a plastic bottle on a roadway that gets repeatedly stepped on or run over, that then these teeny tiny bits of plastics are breaking off and finding their way into literally every part of the human body, from being absorbed by the skin to found inside the brain to even breast milk.
Okay, Cassandra, then you mentioned the value of plastics industry globally. That's hundreds of billions of dollars is what you said. What is the industry saying about these talks?
Well, these talks are a bit tricky because the deal has to be reached through consensus. And that means that one country can be a major blocker to any momentum. And the negotiations this week are actually in the fifth round. And we have seen one country be a real impediment to progress so far, and that's Saudi Arabia. The kingdom is the world's second largest oil producer, and via its oil company, Saudi Aramco, it owns another company called SABIC, which is one of the world's largest producers of plastics. And at the last round of talks in December, Saudi Arabia was described by some media outlets as being a, quote, ringleader of a small group of oil-rich countries that blocked plastic production caps at that time. And those talks, which took place in Busan, South Korea, also saw a record number of corporate lobbyists in attendance. Those reps are nothing new at these talks, and at least a few of them have been known to use aggressive tactics to get their points across. One professor in attendance at a previous meeting reported harassment and intimidation from a plastic packaging representative. He was later forced to apologize, but allowed to come to the following meeting.
Thanks very much, Cassandra.